Hi guys, it's Eminem. Let's go fishing. I'm going to show you how to make a double pennel rig. At the moment, I've just got an old single pennel rig that I'm going to show you little bits of the rig itself and what it's used for. And you're going to say, I'm going to try and explain to you so you can understand what I'm on about. There's your lead. That's your gripper lead. Okay. Then you got one of these little things. I forget what I call them, but I know it's a clip on. So that will clip on. See the little kink in it there, look. Little kink. Hang on, let me show you. Can't see on there. There's a little kink in it, just there. That slides on. If I can do it. I'm going to mess everything up today. Slides on, look. So that's on there. Now, you tie that. I'll show you how to tie that as well. It's a good tie. Now, this, believe it or not, you clip onto that. It's a little groove on it, look, see it? Hang on. Little groove on it. There. There's a little groove. And that slides backwards and forwards. There's a reason. I'll show you in a moment. Then I've got a little bead that goes down to that. And from that bead, this is way too high because it's the way I made the rig. What does that slipped? Oh, that slipped. There's a little metal bit there. So that bead stops on it. So when this hits the water, that will hit that, and let me try and slide it up. As it hits the water, that pushes out the line, look. Whoop. Show you again. Pushes the line out like that. Because that's where you stick your hook. And from there, I've got a bigger bead that slides down to there. Above there, look. Okay. Then I've got this lovely little device here. It's a little bead that slides up and down. Yeah. And it's got a little swivel inserted inside. Then I've got a bead behind that. So when I cast out, that's like that. And there's a swivel where I've gone and tied the lead line to. Okay. Then I've got the other side of the swivel where I've tied the hook link to. Now, when you make a lead that you're going to cast with, I always use leader line because I've got leader line on my rod, which is £70 leader line. Now, don't forget, if you're throwing a lead out at 6 ounces, your leader line has got to account for the weight of your lead. So normally I would use a 6 or a 5 lead. So within doing that, what I do, I put on my leader line as £70 because it's got to take the weight of you casting that rig out. So hence thick leader line for that. Now I put thick leader line on this side. I don't know why. I think it was just what I had to hand at the time. I just made it up as 70-70. So I'm going to show you the way I normally do it. Okay. So let's have a look how it works. Right. I'm going to bring you over to the table and show you all the little bits. That, whoop, hang on a minute. That is 2 size hooks. One for your lead. Now that thing there what I showed you. Looks like that without a bit of plastic on. You can see it there, look. If I turn that one like that, that has got no plastic on. That's that stuff. But that one has, look, it's got some on. And there's my bead. And there's little bits of, whoops, my little bits of metal that hold. Well, they're like little stop knots in a respect because, well, I've made the, I like to use the metal ones because, whoops, had a bloody funny handle there, Colin. Let's get it right. Oh, God, I've been never been no good as a bloody cameraman. Anyway, so what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a double panel rig. So what I'm going to do is start off with the leader line itself. There we go, here's my leader line. So I want my rig to roughly be about, I would say that's 2.5 foot of panel, well, of leader line. I didn't get my bloody swivels out, never mind, I can see them. Oh, God. So I'm cutting this now to the length that I want. As I said, a good 2.5 foot, probably a little bit more. I don't measure them, I just make them like this, right? Because that's going to take the weight of my lead to match the one on my rod, leader line. But before I do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you now, look. Oh, if we can get it off. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. As I said, one day I might get a proper camera so I can sit down and just show you little bits. Just me hands, not me. I'm trying to keep my ugly mush out of this shot. If I can get this bleeding thing off. Come on. It will come off eventually. Oh, God, I don't know. It was all, yeah. I was noting on that. I use this one. The one I was just showing you. That's what it looks like. Show it on my t-shirt. It's a funny little cone-shaped thing. With a little groove in the middle. There's a little hole in there. So what you do, you feed that through. Says I. Is that it's a buggered one, this is. I'll go back to the original one. There's a little groove in the top there. Push it in. There's another one underneath. And the line comes through the other side, look. Right. Now to stop that, just whizzing up and down the line like that when you're casting, you add a bit of this rubber on. Rubber. Thread that on. And you push it over that. Took me a long time. Oh, I got it on easier. Then I did getting it off. Oh, so it looks like that. See, doesn't slide anymore. So what I'm going to do now is this is for holding your lead on. Now the way I do it, I'm going to try and show you. Hold that down, get that out of the way a minute. Right, that's the way it looks. So what I'm going to do, I'll go around a couple of times. 1, 2. I always do it. Why? 1, 2, 2. Come on, Colin. 3, 4, 5. There's another little loop there. Look, push that through. I've made another loop there, so it should look like that. Then I'll push that through that loop. Come on, you bugger, get through. It's gone through, so it ends up looking like that. Put spittle on it, because when you pull this, it tightens up like that. Because if you do it without no spittle on it, it causes friction and it makes a burn and it knackers it up. So when you cast, you could just lose your lead, just snap off from your lead. So that's nice and tight now, says I. Now, that's your first part. So that can be pushed right down to the bottom. And then what we have to do, because we put in, I've got to cut this at an angle. Where's them? Well, try out my new clippers. Go them. Posh ones my wife bought me for Christmas. I always chop the end here at an angle, because you've got to thread it through. We'll try and show you this without dropping it. Well, I'll thread it through and then show you on my hand. That's how I don't drop the bloody thing. Wrong glasses on, but never mind. Right. Now, done that wrong. Forgot to put the bloody bead on. Let's try again. Little bead. I'm going to go light green, like a luminous green. Get on. Get it. Mrs. Coggin. Got it. Oh, yep. Dropped a little bead. There we go, down to there. You're going to say why? Because I said, this little black thing that goes on, it's only a bit of metal. I'll show you on my hand now. See that little bit of metal there? See? A little thing there. Yeah, it slides up and down. Now, I don't like sliding. So I'm going to roughly, about, I would say, 4 inches away from this top of this here. 4 inches. So these new clippers work. Yes, I know which one I'm going for. Oh, Boston. These are Boston. Boston. Now that there stops the little green thing moving. See? You can go that way, but you can't go that way now. So hence, that's for that. Now what I'm going to do now is, if I can remember, how did I do it now? Oh, God, Colin. You're losing the bleeding plot since you become a pensioner. Yep, that's it. It's the right way. I am doing it the right way. You get a bigger bead. Bigger one, look. I'll show you when I put it on. Put a bigger bead on. Ta-da! Compared to that one down there, look, see the difference. Bigger bead. Now, I've put that bead there for another reason. Because then I'm going to put that one through, look. See? That one I showed you, we do a swivel on it. Moves both ways. Now you need that to do that for a reason. You need that to slide. So I'm going to drop that down, and it all looks like that. All looks like a bit of a mess at the moment, because I haven't cut the ends off or tidied it up yet. I will tidy it up. Right, it looks like that. See? Won't go any further. Okay, then that's what you use that one for. Now, let's get a swivel. Gather in another bag. Inside, a swivel inside another bag. So we get a nice swivel that's got a bit of rubbish on. Let's take that rubbish off. Tidy it up. Everything's got to be tidy when you do it, because you don't want it tangling when you cast. You don't want it tangling up. Again, what I've done with that thing on the bottom. Well, again, I'm going to go. I can do it better this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send that through that loop. Missed it. Send that one through that loop. Brilliant. As I said, got another loop there. Send it through. Tighten up. Spit on it. Spit on that thing. Yeah, we've all seen the video to that, haven't we? Spit on that thing. She became famous after that, didn't she? The hot Bill. Yeah. Brilliant. Right. It's tied on. Really nice and tight. So I'm going to trim that off. Make sure it looks nice. Right, and there, and this one here. Now, what I'm going to do is put a lid onto this. Come on, you bugger, slide on. Why is it when you're filming, nothing goes right? It's a clip, that's why, you Dylan. Yeah, so you clip this on. Oh, God, I'm struggling here today. We'll go to the foot of our stairs. Shall we try again? See what it is. The reason why that one clip over there works better than this one, it's been stretched a bit. So I've changed. Oh, yeah, I've got it on there. Look. See, so that's all together now. Look, with the lead. I haven't opened that one up. That's how it looks. That will slide down. Look. So that's like that. Got my bead on. It's tied up. I put the bead the wrong side, but never mind. I'm just supposed to put a bead. Both sides of that. But you know something? Because I'm showing you, I've got to show you properly. Can't balls it up. Let's make it look properly the way it should do. Right, get that off there. Start again. Here we go. I knew I'd done something wrong. See, because believe it or not, I can knock one of these up in 5 minutes when I'm on the seafront. Because I'm showing you slowly, everything's buggering up. Through there. Oh, so I'll just that's just too. There we go. Right, that's how it should look now. Sorry. I noticed that when I picked it up. You put one both sides of that, because the reason why, when you catch and you're reeling in, that bead hits that. So that takes, Still holding your lead, but you still got your fish on. Oh, sugar. See, because technically, when you get a big fish on, right, and you're reeling in, your leg comes up to there and stops there, and you're reeling your fish in like that. Right, I'll tidy that up in a second. Just hang this up here. Put this over here. You watch it slip on. Bang. Boom. Now you can't see that from there. I know you can't. So what I'm going to do, reel that up a touch. Come on. Come on, baby. Come up. You want to do it too bleeding high now. No, that's just right. Boom, boom, shake the room. Yeah, brilliant. If I turn me rod that way, that's it. Hey, it's over here. I'm over here now. There's my lead in my hand. Now I've got a rod here on my rod, on my seawall rod rest. Now I've hooked it up, as I said, because it's tightening all the line. Now I want it tight, so I know what I'm really doing. Well, I think I know what I'm doing. So of course now that's £70 break. That's £70 leader line that matches my rod line, and then my rod line goes down to, I think that one's 25 on my reel, because you have to tie a leader line on to your reel. Now this is £30 normal fishing line. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go like this. That's that. Whoops. That's that. But I'm going to go over what I put on there, so it's going to be a bigger. Yes, the reason why that is because after tying your rig, you got to have a little bit of distance. Yeah, for what you're doing. Now I'm putting a double rig on this. I've got a big hook. I'll show you. Two size hooks there. Boy, where am I going? That's one size. I think that's an Aberdeen Angus. And this is smaller, fits inside, see. Now that is a smaller hook, well, smaller. I'll try and show you on there. Well, smaller hook. Yeah. The reason why that is, all that does for me is because I'm using a double pedal rig and I use a bigger bait. When I whip the bait on, I want to mainly just hook that into the top. But the little one can slide up and down sometimes. So to prevent that, how I make this is, is that too long for that? Yeah, way too bloody long. Cut it down, Colin. Use me posh ones. Yes, they work a bloody treat, they do. Bedtime, I had some of the bleeding works. Right now, I've shortened that. The little tubing, look, black tubing, and that hook should go through there. Should, I did say should. Now I'm going to thread that onto my line. But the thing with this, as I call it, a float. You fuck. Oh, well done, Cole. Very sharp. With this, I class it as a floating hook, because I see people when they do this double penalty, the hooks are just flying. Cool, why didn't you involve that there and push that through? Be a good idea. All right, now I'm going to push this through that rubber. Bring it up a touch. That's it. It's on there like that there, look. Oh, God, I've used my t-shirt for everything. See that there, look. Where are we? See the way that is? Yeah. See, I can just pull that down now. Get me normal size hook. Well, the big Aberdeen. I think that's an 03. 03 that is. The other one's an 02, little one. Don't know the number of that. It's not an 02. It's not the London Arena. Right. So again, I will tie this on the way I tied my swivel on. Give it a couple of turns. 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. Come up again through that loop. What's on the hook? Then go on the other loop on the hook. So it looks a jumbled up mess like that. Looks a bloody mess, doesn't it? And you pull it. As I said, the reason why you wet it to stop the friction of the line burning, because it weakens it. Now, pull that over there like that. Out of the way. That's your double hook system. Like that. Like that. See? There's the hook. Because this hook, whatever size bait, if I've got a smaller bait on, I can bring it down and just put it through the head of the fish. Or if I need to go up a bit higher, I can make a bigger bait. Because that's the main, hopefully that's the main hook that will catch the fish. But this one, as I call, is like a bonus hook. That's the way I look at it anyway. Right. Now what I have to do is the swivel is in my hand. But to make sure I get this right, I have to put that through the swivel. Now there's my swivel up there. Now the line is all the way down on the floor. My lead, you can see, is just there. So what I do, I pull that up. Stop in the name of love. And then what I do, that black piece I showed you, that piece, I put the hook in there. And I pull this down, and I'll leave a little bit of that leader line has come through round to there to here now. So it's a good couple of inches. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to undo that, take that off there a second, pull that down. As I pull it down. Oops, I've hooked me bleeding, hooked me trousers. Now I've got a lot of line here, which I don't need. I'll pick that up in a second. Right, now I know where I got a tie. I hold that nice and tight again. You can do it, lying it down and just doing it that way, but I like doing it this way because I know that I've got my line. Oops, come on. My line nice and tight, knowing that when I tighten that up, I'll still, let's have a look. That is bang on. That is, I like to say it, the dog's gonads. That is bang on. And that's how it looks. I'll bring you nearer. That's how it looks. That looks absolutely fantastic to me. Now, the reason why you do that to that, when that hits the water, I'm going to show you something now, if I can. As that hits the water, because the curvature of that is like a solid mass. As it hits the water, that goes like that. See how that sprung off? I'll just show you again. Half. Just look myself again. See that little bead as it comes up. Let's see if we can see it. Comes off. I'll put it the wrong blade inside. No, I haven't. Comes off. So your lead sits in the water now, gripping, and that's floating. Right, and that is a pennel rig. That is your first. That's your double pennel rig. Okay, folks. The single pennel rig works the same, but if you want to do a double pennel rig to put, the only reason why I use a double pennel rig sometimes is because I want to put bigger baits on. If you're only putting little baits on, you use a single pennel rig. Like that again, look. Little, whoops, sugar, come here. You can work with it easier when it's on the rod. Right, again, look at that. Single pennel rig, that slides up. Now I might be able to show you better with this one. Right, that slides up, hits the water. Come on, come off. Bang, comes off in the water. Well, we don't wrap around a line like that, just comes off. So your lead's there, your lead's over there, and your bait's in the water. Now, I have seen something that I've never done myself, and I might try it. You got these little, things that you can float your bait on the bottom of the seabed, just to bring them off the seabed, so they flow about in the current better. Now that's set up beautiful, that is. Now it is things I know I've left everything on there, or I haven't trimmed everything off, because I know when I use this what to do. I think trim everything off as you should, to make it tidy. Now, is that mic on? Yeah, it's on. As I said, I'm not a professional sea fisherman. I don't claim to be one of the best fishermen in the world. As I said, I'm just trying to get people out there to enjoy themselves. How many people have gone on holiday and they've said, even you women, if some of you women are watching this, I don't know how many women do. It'd be nice if a lot more women that took much notice. How many of you women's husbands say, I'll have a go with that? And some husbands, on a spur of the moment, will go and buy one. And they haven't got a freaking clue. Now, this is what I'm trying to get across. I'm trying to do a little bit of an educational thing on certain things of fishing. That's all. Because I want to help people to enjoy themselves. Excuse me a moment. But what I'm going to do now, I've got loads of rigs made up. Well, I've made myself. And sometimes all these bits of stuff you see on here, you can buy at a sea tackle shop, of course. You can buy your leads. or you can make your own like I did. I was fortunate enough where a friend let me buy. I bought a 5 ounce, 2 ounce, sorry, 5 ounce, 6 ounce. I made a 4 ounce one up myself, and I've got one. I don't know if it's in the shed, but it looks like a dumbbell. You know, one of them old. Let me just have a quick look. See if I can put my hand on the bloody thing. I bet you I can't, knowing me. I said I've got one, and I bet I can't bloody find one now. There you can, straight away. Put my hand straight on it. Magic. Got one. Now this, I think, is just, I think that's nearly that's £2, that is. Look at that. That is solid lead. That size of that compared to that. Imagine trying to cast that out in a bloody rod. And you're going to say, well, why do they use them? Them ones, you know, if you go sea fishing off a boat, I've hooked myself, hook off, I'll use sugar. Right, stay there. That, be surprising or not, they use that for dropping off the side of a boat when you're sea fishing off a boat. Yeah, don't have to go down quick because it's lead. It's really, really, listen, heavy. Yeah, that's £2. Now, the only thing I use that for sometimes, I've got a drop net. And if you've got the tide, stick that on the bottom, because I tie it to the bottom with my drop net. And drop the net down, that holds it firstly as still as it can. But bloody good. And with me, when I'm sea fishing, as I said, I always take if a fish is sizable and you know what size the fish is regulated to, you got to follow the rules, because if you don't, you get caught taking a fish out of water undersized, you're in big trouble. So I made myself a priest from work. Clunk, that's where you dispatch a fish. It's a nicer way of saying kill a fish. You dispatch a fish, knock it out, put it over its misery so it doesn't suffer. One clunk and it should be gone, right? And I use that for if I want to take a fish home, and I tell you now, I've only used it once. Yeah, used it once. And I felt, as I said in a previous video, I made a boo-boo. I did, until I started understanding about the way the fish grew, I kicked myself when I dispatched this big bass, that big, £32, sorry, 34 inches it was. And I felt so ashamed. I kicked myself after I found out how long it took to go to get that to that size. I was so devastated, believe it or not. And I mean, if you was on an island and you had no food and you had a set of rods and that's the only way of survival. Yeah, I understand every fish you catch you eat. But that bass took a long time to grow. And I was so devastated. It took about 15 years to get to that size, because they're very slow growing fish. The bass you get in your supermarkets are farmed bass. I don't care about them, but it's when they're growing in the sea and they are just swimming freely. And I ballsed up, didn't I? I dispatched it. But I paid for that. I got a lot of criticism for it off the Sea Angler, that magazine. Because as you say, I don't like killing fish for unnecessary reasons. Right, now, another thing to take with you. Scales. Always take a pair of scales with you. So, weigh it, take a picture, put it back. Doesn't matter if it's a conger, ray, you name it, any type of fish, you put it back. Now I've got a record book in there. Somebody's phoning me. They'll have to wait. Somebody's phoning me, son. It's only my daughter. So anyway, of course, I am going to, let you know when I'm going down the coast. Also, as I said, you can buy these when you make your rigs up. What do I do with my rig? There's all types of rigs. Oops, sugar, what was it? There's all types of rigs in here. Different types. That's a conger rig, that is. All different types of rigs you can make up. All types. Now, that's one of them. What's this one in here? What's in here? Ah, I found one. Oh, I actually spotted one in my rig box. Look. See that little yellow thing there? See it? That brings your bait up off the sea floor. Now that one, that's classed as a snooze rig. I don't know what they call it, a snooze rig. I don't know if it's asleep or what. It's called a snooze rig. And I always carry extra stuff with me all the time. That's one of my big, if I was to go shark fishing, which I don't think I will, that's a shark hook. I don't do shark fishing. I don't go out on boats. I'm not that bloody brave. I don't like going out on the sea. As I explained on one of my last videos when I was talking about this, the coast is very dangerous. It's a beautiful place to go. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful place to go. Do you know something? I'm going to put that over there before I hook myself again. Oh, you stay there, you bugger. That hook's over there now. I'm flying about. I was going to show you a 3-hook system, but it'll take ages to set up now. But what I'll do, I will show you on another day. But I will show you a running rig. What I do, again, leader line. But I'm only going to use a bit of leader line. Yeah, only a bit. Get a swivel. We'll try and do this one quick. That'll be a laugh. Right. Again, you tie your swivel on. Just tie your swivel on as I showed you before. Look. If you can follow me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come through. Make another loop. Ooh. Through there. Oh. Gob on it. Spittle. And pull. See now it's pulled down nice and tight. Really pulling that. Bead. Put 2 red ones on. Looks so nice. Right, now I'm going to put a bead on this. I'll put the bead on there to stop the impact on that knot. Oh, pardon me. This slides through. I'll tell you what, I'll just tie it off and show you after I've done it all. Instead of talking to you like you're bleeding idiots. I know you're not. Now it's up to you how long you want this to run. If you know what I mean. Before you get a bite. So I like to give it a good foot and a half. All depends. It's got a bit of junk on the end. I use the other side instead. Instead of messing about all the bloody time. Again, that much, that'll do. This time I'll put the beads on. Does anybody watch that bloke? Mr. Nipplings. It's supposed to be Mr. Kipling's. No, shouldn't take the piss. No, he's not nice. He's on TikTok, he is. Mr. Nipplings. I didn't realise, I thought it was something. I thought he was just simple, but he's not. The lad's deaf. Shouldn't take the piss. The lad's deaf and it's a shame, but he's trying to do something for himself. Fair play to him. No matter what disability you got, fucking have. Oh, excuse my French. Have a go with it. There we go. Right, that's that. Okay, it's just a little thing running up and down. Right. Have we got a spare one here? No, you have. There's one. Come off, you bugger. Oh, brilliant. Right. It's got a funny clip on, look. Funny shaped clip. Push that across. Opens up. So you get your lid. Stick your lid on. Clip it back on, and that's it. That's, whoops, sugar. That's your running lead. So the whole idea is, say that's where your hook is, fish pulls, your lead stays there, and it pulls a line through. So you got a bite, so that pulls through. That's why it's called a running lead. Yes. All I got to do is just stick a hook on that end. And that will be about, put another hook link on that, put a 30 pounder on, put it about 2 to 3 feet, so it's flowing in the current. That's your running lead. And them are simple leads to, simple rigs to do. I know it takes a long time for me to get through things, but I want to try and explain to people that, yeah, I've got to try and shorten my videos somehow, but I just don't know how to do it yet. Probably stop chatting. But as you see, your nice running lead. Shump, shump. Brilliant. You got to put a bead on each end, because when you cast out, your lead is sitting on that knot there. So the force of you casting out stops you knackering your knot up. So that's why you put a bead on it. And so when you strike as well, bang, like that, it stops that end getting knackered. Brilliant. Again, that's 2 rigs I've just shown you. Now, when you do a 3 hook system, it takes forever. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut you off, go and have a cup of tea, set up a 3 hook system for you, and then show you how it works. I'll do that one tomorrow. No, I can't, because I'm at the hospital with my daughter tomorrow. I'll do it Friday and show you. Oh, I had a win on the lottery last night. Yeah, I won a tenner. I said to the wife, if I win the lottery, what would you do? She goes, I'll take half and I'll leave you. I said, yeah, there's a 5 and a piss off. Oh, she did say she was going to get divorce papers. I said I couldn't afford a divorce, not another one. Bloody hell, I've been married 5 times. I don't want to get married again. Anyway, catch you later, guys. Eminem signing off.